Today is a very special episode. None of us have prepared anything. This is off the top, freestyle. My mind
This is acapella.
Boneless.
Boneless podcast episode.
Acoustic version. Lo-fi remix. Welcome to 313 Hockey. It's me, Jake.
No, it's me, Jake.
Gaslight. The Gaslighting podcast was like 3 episodes ago.
It's always the Gaslighting podcast. If you try hard
it's not.
enough.
You're crazy. Anyway, Maddie and Tom are here. Good morning, everyone. Like I said, we don't really have much planned, so I figure we'll start. But for the record, we're recording this on Monday. So any news that inevitably does happen over this last week will not be covered.
Monday the 12th.
Monday the 12th. The day after Sunday the 11th. AKA the start of the football season. It's the start of the Lions season. Speaking of which, Maddie, how about them Lions?
Man, I told everybody I was ready to run through a wall for this team, and I really was. Like, all of those like Eagles players and like people saying like, wow, it was super loud at Ford Field. That's because of me.
You were that loud?
It was me.
That was you shouting.
It was just you?
It was just me. Everyone else was really quiet for some reason, but I showed up.
I knew Detroit sports were back when I saw a brawl in the street, a video of a street brawl. That was pretty sweet.
Yeah, what was up with that? Do you guys know?
I wasn't there. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Matt, did you start that one too?
Yeah, that was me.
Yeah.
No, I saw a bunch of fights in the stands. There was one video of a guy who had like a bloody nose getting escorted out, but there was like, it was rowdy as shit. And there were a decent amount of Eagles fans there too. And you know how I feel about Philly sports.
How do you feel about Philly sports? I am actually curious because I don't know how you feel about Philly sports.
I find that fan base the most repulsive out of any fan base and out of anything.
I think that they are unironically one of the most hilarious sports.
I know that you feel that, and I hate it.
Because of how psychotic they are. Did I tell you about my experience at like a Flyers game?
Yes.
Yeah, we've
against
talked
the
about that,
Panthers.
And I've talked about it on this episode.
Oh, not this episode, but on this podcast.
Yes, you have.
All right. Sorry, I have the memory of a goldfish, so.
By the way,
you
one
fucking
thing
do.
We haven't talked about is our huge accolade given to us by Daniela Bruce as her favorite hockey podcast with numbers in its title.
Her favorite hockey podcast with numbers in its title.
With numbers, Tom. I went from.
Oh God, that's staying in.
I am. You know what I want to do? I want to put a quote, like an endorsement that says, "My favorite hockey podcast," and then in the tiniest font you could possibly have with numbers in the title. Daniela Bruce.
Can you please add a little cheer sound at the end of that announcement? Thank you.
I guess.
I don't even need Tom. We don't need you to do that. I'll just activate.
Tom, get me a soundboard.
Jake has asked for a soundboard every episode.
I'm not getting you a soundboard, Jake. That is the worst idea known to mankind.
DJ Khaled.
I can think of worse.
Oh,
Oh, speaking of which,
obviously there's worse ideas, Maddie, but giving Jake a soundboard is a very bad idea.
I'd rather give Jake a soundboard than like a Glock.
A clock?
A Glock with a G.
A Glock? I think you should give me both. See what happens.
Jake, you do not need a gun.
My enemies.
Jake is way too liberal to even come near a gun.
No, I would have a sword. Actually, I do have a sword. I think that my personal opinion on gun control is that I think that every single gun should be melted down into a sword.
Mm-hmm.
So that if you want to go and be a maniac and attack people, you better be ready to do battle because there will be trained warriors and knights ready to take you down. I think that would famously work out well.
Are we really going to talk Second Amendment on podcast?
No, I just
wonder
about the Second Amendment debate right there.
Can we not, please?
Oh, interesting. Okay. Let's talk about something a little bit lighter, like abortion.
Oh, yeah. It's really light. Yeah. Oh, speaking of which, are you in Canada right now?
I'm on my couch.
Oh, okay. Because I thought you were in
I was
Windsor.
there for a second. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Are they all upset there about like the Queen dead and everything? Because I know they're still.
I couldn't even. It took me a while to cross because they were all crying.
They still have the period of mourning.
Yeah.
I tried to play online with one of my British friends, and they said they can't play the PS4 for the next week because the British servers are in mourning. and spreading misinformation.
Fucking kidding?
You want to know my source? My source is I made it the fuck up.
I love when you do that.
Oh, God.
Well,
I love when Jake. My most favorite things that you do is you'll say something and be like, and the stat comes from I just made it the fuck up, or no, you said
I invented a statistical
Yeah.
line.
yeah. That's what you said. That's one of my favorite lines of yours ever.
The reason why I asked is because I found out recently that Canadian citizens still have to pay taxes to the crown.
Yep.
Which is like such loser energy, by the way.
Yeah, fucking losers.
Yeah, I'm free from the crown. We're totally independent, except that we pay taxes to these rich people.
And she's on their money.
And she's on their money.
And you can't talk shit about her.
Loser energy.
I know.
This is why you guys haven't won a cup in almost 30 years. Loser energy.
Maybe now it'll turn around.
Steve Eiserman, I know you're a Canadian citizen, but you live in America now. You don't have to worry about any.
I think he has dual.
Does he still have to pay taxes to the crown?
Probably not.
You're telling me that
90-something
crazy welfare queen was living off of Eiserman's money?
You want to hear something crazy?
Yeah.
America is the only country in the world where its citizens abroad still have to pay taxes back to the U.S.
Yeah, that checks out.
Somehow. I was fucked. When I lived in Germany, I was like, I'm going to pay German taxes, which are way more than American ones, but I still had to like file and claim shit for the U.S. even though I had not lived. I was away for 6 years paying taxes, not making American money.
And you know what?
Did you get double fucked with German taxes?
Yes.
And those 6 years of taxes did an amazing job paying for missiles for Raytheon. So thank you for your service. Your money is bloody.
Okay.
Anyway, we're going to be lighthearted.
I said abortion. I was the one I'm the lighthearted one here.
I think that it's important that we get a lot of this discourse out of the way this season, because as we know, now that the off season is like slow and dead,
we're going to not be silly anymore.
Yeah, it's going to be silly. It's not going to be silly. And with the low and slow off season, people get a little antsy. It's like cabin fever. Antsy. Yeah, right. Maddie's antsy. Maddie's like bouncing off the walls right now in this video. You need to be careful if you're listening to this. We are going to go over some of the hot topics that have been going through the Twitter sphere and other fan base, the speed round. Let's go through this. So I'm gonna name 10 of the most. So we have done a little bit of prep, I suppose. I lied. I'm sorry. It will happen again.
It was like 15 minutes of prep. It's not that much.
15 minutes of truth. So here's the deal. I'm going to name off 10 of the most hot topics that seem to pop up on Twitter and social media discourse that people fight over for no reason. When the Greeks once did their ancient debates in the Parthenon, talking about philosophy, do you think they imagined that they would have to debate, that their debate would evolve into arguing over whether or not Dylan Larkin should be captain? I don't think so. With that said, let's go through these and answer them right away. We're going to clear the air for all of you, so you don't have to look on Twitter. You don't have to do any research of your own. You don't have to go on the news. You can listen to us, because we will never lie to you much.
I won't.
I might. I'll be honest.
My hips do not lie.
My mouth does. Anyway.
What else that mouth do?
Wouldn't you like to know? Does Dylan Larkin deserve to be captain? Yes.
No.
Why?
I'm just being contrarian for
okay,
no
cool.
reason.
So you will lie.
Yeah. I'm bored. I'm fucking bored. I want to stir the pot. I'm going to just argue the opposite point for all.
Okay. Actually, that could be really funny.
Okay, bet. Let's go. Dylan Larkin should not be captain because he's just a little baby. He's so young. He hasn't fully developed, and he hasn't
even won anything yet.
He hasn't won anything. He hasn't proven himself.
Even if he won like 15 cups, I'd be like, okay, cool. But you played 16 seasons? Curious.
Counterpoint.
Some
Steve
perfect
Eiserman
record.
Also didn't have much going on.
Tom, it's a bit.
It's a bit. Should Tyler Bertuzzi get the shot? No.
Oh, he's about to argue.
Tom's like, wait, guys. Like, I actually think he should be captain.
I'm glad you spoke up, though, because if you thought that was real,
no. No, I didn't think it was real.
Okay, what was the next one, Jake?
Should Tyler Bertuzzi get the shot?
Fuck no. He has the right to do whatever he wants.
You know what? Freedom,
That's
baby.
His choice. He's a father now.
Mm-hmm. And
he
you know what?
lives in this great country.
If that baby gets sick, that baby
All
has to go to
right.
the hospital.
Jake
That's
always
on
takes
him.
it to the next level.
Will this team take a step forward? I'm gonna say
No.
no. I'm gonna say they're gonna take a step back. They're gonna regress into baby form.
We lost too many key players like Danny DeKeyser and Carter Rowney.
We're gonna miss him. He anchored that fourth line.
Yeah.
Will the Wings make the playoffs?
No.
Yes, they will make it, and they will win the cup.
Oh, bet.
They're gonna be fueled by.
Oh, you know what everybody's saying on the internet? Because every time the Avs won the cup, the Wings won the cup the next year.
Yeah,
so if you follow the conspiracy theory, because the Avs won last year, which I forgot about until this moment, so I'm really upset that this has come up again in my brain.
I forgot about that. Weirdos.
Yeah, sorry everybody. The Avs did win the cup last
the most
year.
mid team you could ever think of winning the cup. Like, great.
Anyway, after they win, so yeah, basically the Wings are going to win the cup next season.
Is Zadina good?
Yes.
Yeah.
He's so good. He's my favorite player.
I literally don't want him to change anything about his game last year because you know what? People on the internet loved him, and
People
that's
on the
what
internet
really
actually
matters.
did love him for some.
That's what I mean. Is he could have literally shot like the president before my eyes. And
no, he's gonna pull a Trump when he's like, he could have shot someone in the middle of Times Square.
Yep.
And not lost any fans.
And people would have been like, okay, well that person was in his way. He's just trying. He's young. He's trying to develop. He just isn't being coached right. So what if he shot a bunch of people like that?
Shut up.
So what if he grabbed Crosby by the pussy?
So what if he did? You know what? Better than the other option. Better than Hillary. USA. Our jersey ad's bad. No.
Absolutely the fuck
and
not.
Please, NHL, please send me
Give
my
more.
check as soon as I get as soon as you hear this. They're definitely really good. Please pay me more.
Actually, they should just take the entire logo off, make it the size of the captain.
Yes, go soccer style. Like shrink it and put it like a big.
Who would the Wings have? Little Caesars?
Meyer.
No, really?
What's the
I
other?
think so.
What's the fucking UWM?
Oh,
I hate that.
No.
Please pay no attention to the big bag with the dollar sign that I'm holding.
This is how my people have been depicted for thousands of years.
Ads are really good. Do not pay attention to the money in my hands.
Like I said.
Are the Lions
only actually 1 point. I'm only okay with doing that if Lafayette is the sponsor.
Dude, they're down bad.
Some bad news.
I know, but like,
can we talk about that real quick?
Please.
As a Detroit podcast.
We kind of did a little bit with your dad, but yes, I am down
did
to.
We?
Yeah, because you made a joke about how like
I think we touched on it.
Even the Rats preferred Lafayette.
Oh, that's funny. I'm funny.
Yeah,
I forgot
think you stole it from a
that
tweet, but that's okay.
Oh,
I'm gonna say you came up with it.
No, I don't want to. Okay, I guess I'm not funny.
No, you're really funny.
I mean, I feel like everyone was thinking that same type of joke.
You guys are so reassuring.
It is still your joke, Matt.
You're like, no,
Maddie has a praise kink. Stop enabling that.
I keep forgetting about that.
All right, chill, everybody.
All right, Tom. Maybe don't think about someone's kink that hard. I'm thinking about it. I'm not thinking about it.
I don't even remember what I was gonna say. Oh, Lafayette.
Yeah.
Lafayette. Okay, so for everybody listening, if you're not already aware, so a Coney dog is a hot dog topped with chili and onion and mustard. And it's like Detroit's dish. And there are two main like Coney spots in the city that have been like rivals since they opened, and they're right fucking next to each other. One's American, one's Lafayette. So most Detroiters or like Michiganders pick like who they pledge their allegiance to, and this
There's
is
only one right answer.
Wait, but like the way that Detroit, hold on, everyone.
Yeah, go ahead. Give the backstory.
Don't influence.
Don't poison
the well. The way that Detroiters or Michiganders talk about their spot, so American or Lafayette, is it feels like a discussion like Crips versus Bloods. Like you can seriously, people. There was a question on the Maddie Bachelorette too. It was American or Lafayette. Now these guys and myself all happen to share a favorite spot, and we didn't pick anyone who picked the other spot.
It's Leo's, Coney Island.
It's Leo's. Oh no.
The chain.
Anyway, Lafayette last week got shut down because they found these big ass, meaty ass. It wasn't even like normal rats. It was like
Allegedly.
radioactive. Nah, there were videos and
You're
pictures.
talking like World War I, like the rats they'd find in the trenches. Like,
are you
eating
pouring
people's
kombucha
bodies.
into a shot glass?
Got to get my booch.
Did you just take a shot of kombucha?
There's only a shot left. I was just trying to empty the bottle.
That
Dog.
was the weirdest.
That was the weirdest fucking thing.
Anyway, Lafayette.
Maybe rest in peace. Maybe they'll be back. But like,
yeah, they're kind of on probation right now.
They'll be
they're
back
like
stronger.
No, they're on probation.
They're like Bob Probert when he crossed the border when he was like coked out of his mind.
Bro,
exactly.
Rest in peace, legend.
Rest in peace, legend.
So the owner, there was a huge protest or like not a protest but a demonstration. I'm like, y'all, there's so much evidence of rat and rat feces. Yeah. Like, what are you protesting about? Like,
I'm protesting because I'll eat the rat. I don't care. Those conies are so fucking good. I don't care. Give me the rat.
If you've ever stepped foot in Lafayette,
it's like, dirty.
It's dirty.
It's dirty,
like,
but
that's
it
part
should
of the charm.
It should be as clean as a Waffle House. That's my
Yeah,
base.
like it would be weird if it was too like when you go into American, it feels a little bit more sterile. Like
yeah,
and you can use a credit card there, which you cannot do in Lafayette.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
Yeah, fun fact. I like Lafayette because when you go in there, they're not polite to you and they're not nice to you. They just point at you.
Yeah,
and you just have to know what you want. Yeah. And I love that.
Shout out. Also, if you guys like that, go to Dooley's.
Not like Dooley's like the Irish bar, right?
No, Dullys. Okay, it's like a Coney spot. I think it's in Mexican Town or like West End.
I love Mexican Town.
Everything costs like nothing. It's like $2 for all the food you can want, and it's a huge piece of shit dump, but it's amazing, and it gives me. It's different than Lafayette, but it's my actual favorite spot.
Do you ever see that meme where the guy is like, yo, where'd you get those tacos? And he's like, listen, man, I got to tell you, I can't be giving up all my spots. Let's be honest here. You're not even that hungry, man. You're just trying to ask questions.
That's true. I have all the spots in Detroit. If anyone listening ever listen, what I hate though is if someone's like, what's the best spot in Detroit? Like, no, you need to tell me what are your preferences? Like. Do you have dietary restrictions? What do you want? What kind of vibe? How much do you want to spend? Like, you need to set us up for success if I'm giving you a recommendation.
Anyway, the correct answer is Pizzapopolis.
Oh my God, Pizzapopolis fucks.
So good.
Pizzapopolis fucks. And you know what, Jacob? I only had it for the first time last week.
No way.
Would you swear to you?
So you loved it?
Oh yeah, it's fucking
delicious.
good.
You gotta try. Do you like Greek food at all?
No, I hate it. No, of course. Who doesn't like Greek food? Who doesn't like Greek food?
Yeah, come on.
People who hate freedom, and I mean, you were Canadian, so like, you know.
I was Canadian.
Golden Fleece. It's in
I've heard about it. I've heard about it.
They love their garlic sauce, but they like overload it. So you are it is just dripping.
Oh, I love when it's dripping. That garlicky good.
If Tom's eyebrows raise any higher, they're gonna fall off his head.
I didn't even notice him doing that.
I love Greek food. So good. So fucking good.
We're gonna have
another take that Tom steals from me.
I also like all the things that Maddie likes.
Everyone who doesn't like fucking
That's
Greek
what I
food.
said. I'm just ragging on you because it's funny as shit.
Doesn't like it though.
That's what I have this again. I had that take about 3 seconds ago. I said, "Who doesn't like?"
I know, Maddie. It's
I have
fucking delicious though.
Let's fight.
I have 4 more questions for you from this list.
Oh fuck!
Let's go through them.
How did this begin?
I forgot that we were talking about this list.
Yeah, I thought we got
trade offer. I receive your attention. You receive shut up. Are the Lions going to improve?
No.
Nope, they're going to be
old Lions.
They're going 1-16.
Sell the team.
Yep. Sell the team to me.
Just move.
I would do it really good justice.
I don't have the Lions to St. Louis.
Shut up.
Okay, that's evil. That's evil.
Where you drove. That's where you crossed the line.
Oh, moving the team to St.
Louis.
You don't talk about the Lions like that.
Shut the fuck up, talking fucking Scott.
No, move them to St. Louis and then move them out of St. Louis so St. Louis has a third fucking team that moves out.
Dude, St. Louis sued the NFL.
Fuck's sake.
Like,
good for them. Won that?
Yeah, I'm glad they did too because they got fucked over pretty hard.
Yeah.
Wait, can I just make a quick disclaimer? Now this episode has no structure anyway. If any of our listeners have not seen the TV show on Netflix, I think you should leave. You should listen to it because Jake and I maybe make one. I think you should reference an episode.
At least.
And it's just so good. It's from Tim Robinson, also from Detroiters. It's like a sketch.
Detroit resident. He makes a Lions joke at one point. It's great.
He does?
There's like, you know the one where he's like trying to embarrass the guy at the party? And they're like,
the lion?
Yeah, somebody's talking about like lions. He's like, what, lions? Like a carnival animal? Like,
oh yeah.
I'm just a little confused here.
Oh yeah. Oh, I didn't even pick up on that. Also, if you do partake in the marijuana, it's better to watch not sober.
But what about they're my favorite football player in the whole world.
I heard that from a friend, by the way. I don't know.
And he told me that I should do it. It's called ayahuasca. My favorite football player.
I hate that.
I hate Aaron Rodgers today, by the way.
Today
is a day to hate Aaron Rodgers.
Every day is a day to hate Aaron Rodgers. Put that on my tombstone.
But today especially because he ruined my fantasy week.
Well, that's your own fault.
Yeah, you shouldn't.
Why would you put that evil on yourself? He's the worst. He's my least favorite athlete.
He's your lead. Who is your? Yeah, that's a good discourse.
He's my least favorite human.
Least favorite human over?
Yeah, I really hate him.
Over Hitler?
Yeah. I didn't even hesitate.
That was very quick too.
I did not hesitate. If Hitler and Aaron Rodgers were in a room, there was one bullet, I would easily kill Aaron Rodgers.
Now, as you can see from this image, I have depicted myself as the buff Chad, and you, Aaron Rodgers, are the virgin on this side.
Yeah.
I would think my least favorite athlete in the world was Queen Elizabeth.
What sport?
Colonization.
That is a good sport.
Dog breeding. I'm afraid they're gonna. You know what? They gave all of her dogs away to the prince that has the groomer allegations.
Oh, Andrew.
Yeah, and somebody made a joke where they're like, "Oh, he's 12, which means those dogs are 12, which is the perfect age for Prince Andrew. He's very familiar with 12-year-olds."
That is fucking hilarious.
Fucked up, but like, how in the hell that guy has avoided accountability is beyond me. Oh, that's
well. Now his mommy's dead. His mommy was protecting him.
There's a video of. Do you guys know who Cillian Murphy is?
He has Cillian his name.
His name, yeah.
I love that. I want to be Cillian.
He is the guy from Peaky Blinders, and he is a very proud Irish patriot. And at one point, he met one of the king, like Prince, whatever you call him. He's like nodding and talking to the guy, and then like the show later like shows him just glaring, like the most evil death glare you can ever see at him. Just.
I can't wait to feel the vibe in Scotland on Friday.
Oh, you're gonna rage.
I'm gonna rage. No, I
don't know. There's like weird monarchists there too. If you get to go to Ireland, go there.
That's not gonna make the cut this time.
I know you're pretty stacked on the. Oh yeah. You know what? Tell everybody where you're going.
Oh shit! I'm going.
Dox yourself.
I'm going. So I'm flying. By the time y'all hear this, I'll be in Switzerland actually. So I'm flying into Munich, then I'm going to Scotland, Scotland to Switzerland, Switzerland to Paris, Paris to Lyon, Lyon back to Paris, then back to Munich, and then I'll be back home. And if you're not snoring by listening to me talk about my fucking travels, I appreciate you.
I think you're going to have a really great time. This is going to be like a eat, pray, love kind of thing.
I knew you were. I was waiting for you to tell me. Seriously, ever since I booked this trip, I was like, I feel like somebody's going to make an eat, pray, love comment. And I was like, who's going to be? It's going to be Jake.
I've never heard, never seen Eat, Pray, Love. I don't know.
That's okay. You nailed it. You nailed it.
It's about some lady that like goes and gets laid in like Europe for a while, right? And like eats a bunch of food and shit. Yeah.
I hope then. If that's Eat, Pray, Love, then yes, absolutely, I will be having an Eat, Pray, Love.
I have a question, and you don't have to answer this if you're not comfortable.
This is gonna be good. Jake, ask me any question you ever wanted to ask.
Have you ever
what
engaged in relations with people outside of the country, outside of the United States?
Wait, do you want to hear something crazy? This is actually crazy and very intimate.
You're a virgin, I know.
I know. No, but before I moved back to the States in so I've been single for almost exactly a year. But so before then, thank you, I had not been with any Americans since before last year.
Damn.
Keep in mind, I lived abroad from 17 up until last year. So
okay. All right, so can I get a power ranking of like nationalities, best to worst?
I can't help myself. What if I go alphabetically? I'm like Algeria, Albania,
Alabama, Alaska, Arizona. Oh wait.
Even
Those
though
are states, Jake.
with 2 countries, I was already wrong alphabetically. But Algeria, ALG, yeah, ALB,
Yeah.
Albania would be first.
Albania.
Yeah.
That would be hilarious if I like pulled up the Wikipedia page.
List of countries in alphabetical order. Those
Listen.
Swahili men.
Listen, and I'm sorry if my dad happens to listen to this episode, but there is a statistic out there that says like Swedish men have the biggest dicks. It's true.
The allegations about Swedish men.
I will confirm as a source.
Aren't Swedish guys like 6'5" though? They're like
exactly
giant men.
Yes, they are. Anyway, if this is only science, like go and Google a map.
I'm just a scientist.
I'm a dick scientist. Before I have sex with a man, I get out a ruler. And if I'm in Europe,
one of those little pocket measuring tapes.
If I'm in Europe, I get out my other one, imperial and metric. But in the Excel sheet I have for every man I've slept with penis.
Excuse me, sir. Would you like to participate in a survey?
It's not a survey because if you ask, you won't have accurate results. That's why I stay strapped with my 2 different measuring tapes.
Now, does it...
One for metric and one for imperial?
You got your ass.
One for Kelvin. Oh, wait. No,
that's temperature, baby. Never mind. I was about to say something too out of pocket.
You know what? Go ahead.
Like that. No, that wasn't. Like me talking about that, not out of pocket. Yeah. Me about to say, never mind. I can't. Every time I'm about to say it, if I have to stop myself, that's exactly what my drafts are like on Twitter. If I have to stop myself.
Can we read your drafts?
Oh, God. Yeah, hold on. It's really bad.
Imagine.
Hey, before we do, though, we need your power rankings.
I'm not giving you power rankings. I'll give it to you once we're done recording. Okay.
And we'll be releasing it piece by piece on Twitter for our
Patreons.
For every $2,000 donation we receive.
For our Patreons.
Patreons. For our Patreon simps.
Do we have a Patreon?
Okay.
Do you want to?
We don't. We don't have a Patreon.
We will not release any unique content. There will be.
Do you want to go from newest to oldest or oldest to newest tweets?
Why don't you just pick them out? Just go Russian roulette. Just pick the craziest ones you can.
This one just says God gives his hottest O. Nothing else. I think what the tweet was gonna be: God gives his worst diarrhea to his sexiest outfits. Like you ever, ladies, or men, whatever. You ever just be in like a fucking sexy ass like get up, like head to toe, and then like, pardon the pun, but real hot girl shit. Like you just have a tummy ache.
Real hot shit.
Here's another tweet: "Pussy's so good, and that's it."
It's your brain like broke because
no, it's probably something that was gonna be terribly off the chain, so I had to stop myself. Otherwise, I would have just sent the tweet.
Tom, what's something really out of pocket you could say?
Oh wait, here's a really good one that I just rediscovered in the drafts. All a girl wants is to get finger blasted while World War II documentary plays in the background.
That's a Tony Soprano quote.
Is it?
No, Tony Soprano always watches like military documentaries.
Oh yeah.
Going
military through documentaries or old gangster movies.
All right, I'm sending this tweet.
QR goes in that.
Here's one of the drafts that I have.
Let's hear it.
NHL preseason prayer. Lord Stanley, grant me the delusion of Leafs fans, the blind confidence of Phillies front office, and the endless second chances of the Arizona franchise. Inshallah.
Oh no, not the inshallah! Not the inshallah.
Starting to think the biggest problem here is that the Wings keep listening to Eminem.
And they played Eminem so much yesterday during besides that though, it's really rude of me to say that, but they did play a lot of Eminem.
The worst thing Chance the Rapper ever did was the Let's Do That Hockey skit on SNL. And you know what? That's saying something because I fucking hated that last album he did.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. Anytime I see anybody go, Let's Do That Hockey, my balls shrink into my stomach.
I've never heard that. Did that come out between 2016.
It's like a really dumb skit based on the idea that black people don't know what hockey is, and like he's like an announcer and he's reading hockey players' last names and he doesn't pronounce them right, and it's really unfunny. And it's like, I don't know, the bit is really lame.
Well, I'm glad I didn't see it.
Do you know who Lamar Jackson is?
Of course.
Okay, this will be the last thing that I talk about. I want Lamar Jackson to play for the Lions.
Okay. No one's going to argue.
Yeah, I don't think
that's not true. That's not true. I noticed a trend with Detroit sports fans. What? Anytime there's like a big ticket free agent that could be out there, or like a superstar that could be available, there are always people that are like, well, no, we should just draft and develop a player instead. That's better for the direction of the team. And I'm like, dude, if a fucking superstar is there, you get them.
Yeah.
If Leon Draisaitl was like, hey, I hate the Edmonton Oilers so much and I want to play for the Red Wings, you get Leon Draisaitl. Right. You don't sit there and go, well, Marco Kasper's going to be our 2 center. No. Get Draisaitl.
Yeah. That's a good take. Jake, you came in with a good take today, despite this weird ass show that we just recorded.
That's why I've been called Good Take Jake. Many people have called me that.
No.
Many such cases. Anyway, everyone. Anyway, let's not have any rebuttals here. That's all we have for today. I love you guys.
Love you too, bud.
Have so much fun in Europe.
Thank you.
When are you getting back?
I'll tell you when we're not recording.
Okay, cool. Good idea. I don't want you doxxed.
Thanks.
Anyway, Tom, have fun in the UP. It sounds so great. Not horrible.
Tom is totally alive and awake.
Tom is alive and definitely not dead. We're not Weekend at Bernie'sing Tom. Do not question us.
He's here. We didn't just take sound bites from past
episodes. These are not sound bites of Tom.
Plug them in.
Hey, Ghost of Tom, if you're listening to this, please make sure to edit this down. Thank you.
No, it's about to be color season up here in the fall, so it's going to be fun.
Oh, so you're going to get tourists.
Yeah.